لِلنَّاسِ وَبَيِّنَاتٍ مِّنَ الْهُدَى وَالْفُرْقَانِ.
نحمده نصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. The topic of our previous video was everything in the universe is floating in its orbit. In the discussion, it was established that according to the verse 33 of Surah Al-Anbiya, Kullun fi falakin yasbahun, that is, everything in our universe is revolving around its central axis. In response, some people have raised a question: does this imply that our entire universe is also in motion? Because in the sight of Allah, the whole universe is also a single entity, something that He created at a specified time, and according to Holy Quran, this entire universe will one day come to an end. Here we will attempt to answer this question. Before diving into the response, let us first review some scientific facts presented in the previous video. Keeping these in mind will make the upcoming discussion easier to understand. The Holy Quran explicitly states that everything in the universe revolves around a central axis. وَهُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارَ وَالشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ كُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ. And He is the one who created the night and the day, and the sun and the moon, each floating in an orbit. Science has completely endorsed and confirmed this scientific statement. Today, science states that everything in the universe, from a single atom to an entire galaxy, is moving within an orbit. All things in the universe are made up of atoms. For example, an average human body contains approximately 7,000 trillion, that is 7 into 10 to the power of 27 atoms. Within each atom, electrons revolve around the nucleus at a speed of nearly 10,000 trillion times, that is 10 to the power of 16 times per second. The Earth we are standing on is rotating on its axis at a speed of 1670 km per hour, and it is orbiting the Sun at a speed of 107,000 km per hour. Our Sun, along with entire solar system, is orbiting the center of the Milky Way galaxy at an approximate speed of 828,000 km per hour. Moreover, our galaxy itself is rotating on its axis at the same speed and is moving through the space at a velocity of around at an astonishing 2.1 million km per hour. Thus, every object in the universe is in constant motion, both internally at the atomic level and externally at the cosmic level. Nothing in this universe is exempt from this law of nature. Is our entire universe orbiting around the divine throne? Now we come to the main question. Since everything in the universe is revolving around a central point, does that mean that the entire universe itself is also orbiting around a central point? This question arises especially because, according to Islamic texts, the seven heavens and the earth are encompassed by the kursi, that is divine seat, above which is the Arsh, that is divine throne, and above the throne Allah exalted and majestic. Since motion and orbit are established principles in our universe, it would follow logically that the entire universe as a single unit should also be revolving around some greater center. To explore the answer to this question, we need to keep a few important points in mind. First, the boundaries of our universe are still unknown. Humans have not yet discovered the actual boundaries of the universe, or at least we do not fully understand them. According to scientists, the observable universe extends approximately 46.5 billion light years in every direction from Earth. According to them, our universe may be either infinite or finite, but without a defined edge. This means the universe could be circular in nature, much like our own Earth. For instance, if a person were to walk continuously without stopping, they would eventually circle the entire planet but never find an edge, just as the universe might follow a similar structure. However, this remains only a possibility. Since we do not yet have precise knowledge of our universe boundaries. We cannot definitively say that it is revolving around another celestial entity. Moreover, no scientific observation has thus far provided evidence suggesting that the universe has a central axis of rotation or is moving in a particular direction. The cosmic microwave background (CMB) is a remnant light from the early stages of our universe, which still exists throughout the cosmos today. It provides us with a snapshot of the early universe and reveals that the universe is almost isotropic, meaning it appears nearly the same in all directions. If the entire universe were rotating, we would expect to observe variations or differences in a specific direction. However, such directional differences are not observed in the CMB. Therefore, this too indicates no evidence to the universe rotating as a whole. However, in Einstein's theory of relativity, there exists a theoretical model of a universe that rotates entirely. One such mathematical model is known as the Gödel universe, which proposes a scenario where the entire universe rotates around a central axis. In this model, not only matter but space and time undergo rotational motion in a specific manner. This model, although mathematically sound but lacks the observational evidence. Hence, scientists do not consider the Gödel universe to be a true representation of our actual cosmos. The Holy Quran explicitly mentions a type of motion of our universe which is known as the theory of the expanding universe. According to this theory, our universe is constantly expanding, meaning the boundaries of our universe are constantly stretching out in all directions. Therefore, this Quranic statement appears to be in harmony with modern cosmology. As for the idea of our universe rotating around a central axis, the Quran does not explicitly state anywhere that the entire universe is rotating around a central axis or point. However, there are two types of evidences found in Islamic texts that suggest our universe might be orbiting around a central point. First, if you examine the Islamic conception of the universe, we find that Islamic texts describe the universe as being encompassed by the kursi, that is divine seat, above which lies the Arsh, that is divine throne, and Allah is positioned above the throne. This suggests a hierarchical and structural model in which our entire universe, including the seven heavens and the seven earths, is situated beneath the kursi and the throne. Second, in the Surah Al-Anbiya, verse 33, Allah says, each is floating in its orbit. Kullun fi falaki yasbahun. The cosmic principle described here is not limited to stars and planets. It could also apply to our entire universe, which, like all other creations of Allah, is a created entity. Therefore, it is possible that it too is orbiting around a center, possibly around the divine throne, that is Arsh. The Gödel universe, proposed under Einstein's theory of relativity, mathematically allows for the possibility of the entire universe rotating around an axis, including matter, space, and even time. Though mathematically valid, it has not gained wide acceptance in the scientific community due to a lack of observational evidence. Hence, from both Islamic and scientific perspectives, there exists a strong possibility that the entire universe could be orbiting the divine throne. Although science has yet to find clear evidence for such a rotation, it is entirely possible that future scientific discoveries may shed more light on this matter. Thus, if science were ever to establish the existence of a central axis or a rotational motion of the universe, then this could be correlated with Surah Al-Anbiya, verse 33, along with other Islamic references as a form of divine insight. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.